Greetings, and here on CoinLady channel, we've been covering the breaking news surrounding Ripple and XRP, providing analysis and insights into the trends that are reshaping the digital finance industry. The year's narrative is here for you to hear today. In this article, we will delve into the ongoing crypto world drama surrounding Ripple versus SEC and the future of Ripple. In the face of a lawsuit that has the potential to alter the course of cryptocurrency regulation, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, guides his company through rocky waters. In the middle of this maelstrom sits XRP, Ripple's creation, which is now under scrutiny from the SEC for allegedly being an unregistered security. The way Ripple navigates this legal maze might establish a standard for the entire industry. If you want to know what this high-stakes court struggle is all about, how it will affect Ripple and the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and how it will shape digital finance in the future, then you need to watch this video. Stay tuned till the very end. Ripple affirms its position. They're doing whatever it takes to show that XRP isn't a security. Though there are discussions about expanding operations outside the United States, Ripple is prepared for every possible outcome. This goes beyond Ripple as well. The case brings attention to more general concerns and the need for crypto law. Is there a way to ensure innovation while still protecting consumers? For other digital currencies, what does this signify? We will explain everything about the Ripple SEC case, which is a sign of what the future holds for the sector. Just before we dive in, it is imperative that you subscribe. If you have already done so, we would greatly appreciate it if you could share your thoughts on Ripple's roadmap for the coming 12 months in the comments. In case you missed it, here's a quick rundown of the SEC case. The selling of Ripple's 2013 cryptocurrency, XRP, is at the heart of the Ripple SEC case. According to the SEC, when Ripple sold XRP to investors, they were engaging in an unregistered securities offering. The SEC claims that XRP should have been registered with the relevant agencies before to its sale, because it is a security. The SEC's complaint is without merit, and Ripple and Garlinghouse have consistently denied these claims, claiming that XRP is not a security. In their defense, they have cited many case laws and other sources that they feel lend credence to their argument. Nevertheless, it is clear that SEC is attempting to demonize XRP and Ripple in order to control the entire cryptocurrency business by citing this case as an example. Particularly, the goal of transforming all cryptocurrencies into securities listed on NASDAQ. The whole cryptocurrency industry has been keeping a careful eye on the case since it could dictate the future regulation of other cryptocurrencies. Stricter regulation and oversight of other cryptocurrencies would hamper innovation and the overall growth of the crypto industry if the SEC's case against Ripple is successful. But if Ripple can prove its innocence in the face of the SEC charges, it might set a precedent for other cryptocurrency firms to follow. Investors and other stakeholders may also benefit from the increased clarity it brings to the regulatory landscape. So that you can all follow along with the exact words uttered, I'm going to play the video. Plus, I will give you my analysis soon after that. ETS. Possibilities surrounding baskets that, in my opinion, additionally diversify that risk. Considering the great interest in the ETF dynamic, are you now in discussions with the major issuers, namely BlackRock, to finalize this? Well, that is not something I will address. Some things that BlackRock has said publicly are known to me. As a whole, we believe it benefits the XRP community. As you may expect, Ripple plays a significant role in the XRP ecosystem. Unfortunately, we aren't alone. Plus, XRP was already the second most valuable cryptocurrency before the SEC case ever started. That lawsuit is really making things difficult, I believe. Now that we've seen that trend mostly fade, the real question is, how can we use these many digital assets to make them useful and find solutions to real-world problems? Aside from its success as a store of value, XRP's dynamics, namely, its lightning-fast processing times, high efficiency, and cheap transaction fees, make it perfect for payments, which is where Ripple has put its focus as a business. Although it wasn't explicitly stated in the video, Brad makes a clear distinction between Bitcoin and Ripple in terms of their respective roles in the global finance and transaction spaces. Ripple will play a role in launching global finance and transaction initiatives, particularly in the CBDC space. This is where Ripple will differentiate itself from Bitcoin and establish itself as the leading platform for global finance. Returning to the original case, we will now proceed. So, even though the SEC has positioned Ripple as a possible security, both Garland House and Ripple have responded to some of the SEC's concerns. For instance, Garland House has announced plans to relocate some of its operations outside of the US to escape the risks and uncertainties of US regulation. The SEC's stance on cryptocurrency regulation has also been the target of vociferous criticism from Garland House. He claims the government has failed to give clear direction on what is and isn't permissible in their attempts to regulate cryptocurrency, and that their efforts have been inconsistent. When will the Ripple vs. SEC litigation ever come to a close? Many experts predict that it will happen in the spring, probably in April. Furthermore, considering that Ripple is considering an initial public offering, IPO, in March, it appears that the IPO is one of the suggested options. Another is for Ripple to successfully settle the SEC case by moving out of the US. So, what's the big picture? What does it lead to, anyway? This leads us to March, when Ripple plans to launch its initial public offering. If Ripple were to go public through an initial public offering, IPO, investors would be able to purchase shares in the company. This would happen when Ripple is listed on a US exchange, most likely NASDAQ. Similar to the Bitcoin ETF, Brad is also mentioning a possible XRP ETF that investors might purchase. Evidently interested in exploring these choices, he is receptive to that concept. We hope that the story of SEC and Ripple will come to a close in April of this year. Ripple, as a company, could divest, part of its operations outside of the US if it lists itself as a security on the exchange. This would put SEC's worries to rest, although Ripple and XRP are clearly unrelated. That might be enough to get the SEC to dismiss the charges. Then, just like the Bitcoin ETF, any interested party might purchase XRP to participate in Ripple as an exchange-traded fund ETF. Ripple would keep its status as a listed security. Among the most pressing issues confronting crypto industry stakeholders, including regulators and business executives, is striking a fair balance between these divergent priorities. It's safe to say that the Ripple SEC action will be among other high-profile instances that influence the future of cryptocurrency regulation. As they deal with the SEC lawsuit and other problems plaguing the cryptocurrency market, Brad Garland House and Ripple are going through a tough time. But they're still dedicated to pushing the boundaries of innovation and expanding their business in this exciting and ever-changing sector. Finding the sweet spot between innovation growth and regulatory compliance will need collaboration among industry heavyweights, regulators, and other interested parties as the cryptocurrency business develops and changes. If we want to create a crypto system that can last and withstand more attacks, we'll have to overcome obstacles like the Ripple SEC lawsuit. Hopefully, you have been equipped with the necessary knowledge and understanding from today's news to make wise decisions. Brad's goal of ensuring the success of Ripple and XRP is crystal obvious. A great deal of potential exists in this area. In the future, we may all benefit greatly from Ripple's goal of being the second leading cryptocurrency, after Bitcoin, of course. This is not investment advice, but rather intended for educational reasons only. You can show your appreciation for this in-depth exploration by subscribing, like, and commenting on it. Goodbye, see you later.